What's up, guys? Now look, there's normally on a Monday it's a Q&A, isn't it? Ask Elvis. You all send in your questions and I do my best to go through as many as I can. It's quite a long video, it takes quite a lot of work on my part to get that done. I don't think that's going to happen this Monday, and I'm really sorry about that. I don't even know when you're going to see this video, but I had to do something to just show you where I've come, because as I said to you all last week, I've come out to Marrakech for a job. Actually, I'm working here on Tuesday, but I've managed to tag a few days on and bring the family out, and honestly, it's just been the most incredible experience already. We've crammed an awful lot in. We had 4 days basically of absolute no work, just holiday time, and we've crammed a lot in. We had a day at a sort of water park for the kids, a kind of very kid-friendly water park fun activity type hotel. We then moved over to this place, which is just incredible. This is up in the mountains, the Atlas Mountains, an amazing hotel right on the side of the mountain range, and look at this just incredible scenery behind me. We've been on camel rides this morning. It's just amazing, the most brilliant, amazing morning views when you open the curtains in the morning. It's an incredible place. Highly recommend this country. It's in Africa, of course, but it's only 3 hours from home in the UK. So in terms of a bit of cultural experience for the kids, this has been amazing, and they have loved every second of it. Tonight we move back into the city of Marrakech because where I'm working, obviously the people I'm working for have put me up in a hotel, and that's why I've been able to come out here so cheaply, because we've been able to use that hotel for 2 nights of our trip, save money on flights, all the rest of it. So it was a great opportunity to drag the family out here, which doesn't happen very often, because I spent years travelling the world with Formula One. I've seen so many parts of this planet, but not as much as you'd imagine I would have seen. I've been to some incredible places, but not had an awful lot of time to spend looking around most of them. And I kind of regret not doing that a bit more back when I was travelling back then. But of course you have priorities. I had young children that I had missed dearly, having been away so much anyway just with work, and you have to try and find a balance of the two. And now that we've my work-life balance is a bit better, or a bit easier on the family, it's really nice to be able to bring them out on the odd occasion, and this is one of those. So I'm a massive believer in travelling the world. As you know, my eldest daughter's off travelling at the moment. She's in Vietnam, so she's the only one missing from this particular trip, but we keep Snapchatting each other, sharing photos and chatting to each other on the way. So we've really shared both experiences, both hers and ours, and it's just been brilliant. So I just wanted to share that with you, really. I don't know why, I don't know what point this fits into the vlog, but I thought it was too good an opportunity to share this amazing backdrop behind me with you guys. So there you go. I don't know where it's going to go after this, but I'll let you know soon. Ta-da. Thank you. So eventually we had to set off from our mountain retreat, and on the way down, I promise you, those roads were pretty scary at times, hanging on the edge by a thread with just a few loose rocks between us and an enormous drop. But coming down through the villages, it was incredible to see some young children, young families with almost nothing. You know, kids younger than my own 8-year-old shepherding herds of cattle or goats, donkeys, camels, all sorts of things along the edge of these very, very rough and ready roads. And it's a real eye-opener for my children. It's one of the things that I think is so important about travelling, is seeing little bits of the world, going through these towns on the way towards the city of Marrakech that are so busy, so almost ferocious and frantic. People banging on the window of the car, almost trying to drag you out and into their shops, and it can be intimidating at times. My youngest kids were really quite scared at moments. But I really feel it's an important thing for them to see that other people can live their lives in a different way to us. It's something that Formula One has been traditionally very bad at. And what I mean by that is adapting to other cultures, to be patient and understanding of other cultures outside of the little world of Formula One. And I really have a passion and a real strong belief that for my own kids, and for me, and I think for everybody, just spending a little bit of time with some people outside of your own little world is hugely important. Because if we can do that, if we can become a little bit more patient, a little bit more tolerant, or a little bit more understanding of the way other people live their lives that may well be different to the way we live ours, I think if we go home and take that understanding and take that new experience back to where we live, outside of the world that we might only see through social media or Instagram, it's a really important thing. Maybe by doing that, we'll all be just a little bit more tolerant of each other. So heading into the city then, it started to become a really beautiful part of the country. We went actually over the Formula E track and then on towards our final destination for the last few days of the trip, which I'm very lucky to say was one of the finest hotels in this country, the Four Seasons Resort. So, what's up folks? I have come down from the Atlas Mountains into the city now of Marrakech and am lucky enough to be staying in one of the finest hotels I have ever stayed in my life. And that, I promise you, is saying something because I have been very lucky over my career to stay in some amazing hotels. I have to show you the room, it's just insane. And this, I'm not paying for this by the way, which is obviously more insane, which is amazing. Because this is the kind of place that is a once in a lifetime experience. The customer service at this place is insane. Let me come and show you. So, you've got to excuse the mess first of all because we've all just got up, the rest of the family have just gone for breakfast. But this is a nice room, lovely. Little walk-in wardrobe, obviously lovely bathroom. Toilet over there, but then it gets better. Lounge area, exit onto the enormous balcony again, come through here, that is another toilet and shower, so a couple of choices there, but it gets better. So we've got basically another room to this little apartment that they've given us where the kids are all staying in these giant beds that are like way bigger than any of our kids. They've got their own balcony as well, their own kind of walk-in wardrobe, shower, toilet, the whole business. It's insane, and this is not only just insane in terms of the fact this room's like amazing, but the level of detail they've gone to. You know when you kind of book a hotel, you have to put the details of who's staying, so the names and ages of the children. Well, this hotel took that information, they took those details, and as a result they have left out a set of toothbrushes with the right ages and genders, so for the little kids, and then an older one for my eldest boy. They left slippers out, all the right sizes, so 2 sets of little slippers and a bigger set for Leo. I mean, just little tiny touches like that. They left little they left a little selection of snacks out when we arrived, again tailored for their ages, with some little lollipops for the 2 little ones and a can of Coke, and just tiny little details. It's amazing the level that they go to in this place, and that is customer service. You know, that's customer service on the next level, which doesn't cost anybody anything, but makes such a difference. When I walk around this hotel, they come up to me and say, "Oh, Mr. Priestley, can I get you anything?" They know my name. They know me because they've gone to the effort of making sure they know me and they recognise me. And I think those little details are just amazing. And as I say, cost nothing. It's just about a cultural shift within this particular business, and that's why it's the Four Seasons is where I'm staying. That's why places like this are just next level. So anyway, I just wanted to show you around. That's not me sort of showing off, that's me showing you how blown away I am and how lucky I feel, because this is just not me. I don't get to do this very often at all, and you can imagine the reaction of my kids when they turned up here. They're still having wow moments now after being here for a couple of days. So it's an amazing experience. I just wanted to share it with you again, and I'm sorry this video is turning into just a whole load of me showing you my holiday, but I suppose that's it. It's just a bit of an old-fashioned travel vlog. I just want to bring you along for the ride. And so, like all good things, this unforgettable adventure has to come to an end. Family went home yesterday. I'm on the move again this morning. I did the event that I was here for last night that went really well. But this has been an incredible adventure. And like every adventure, when it comes to an end, which it obviously has to do, for me, I always just see it as the beginning of the next one. Ta-da!